Imagine this for a minute. You spent your entire life fearing death, fearing judgment, fearing that after your final breath there would be darkness or torment. And then suddenly, you discover that Jesus said something completely different. Not about hell, not about punishment, but about the fact that death does not exist, that you are already immortal, and that the kingdom is within you right now. These words were cut out of the Bible. Copies were burned, hidden in the Vatican. But in 1945 they were found in the desert, and today you will hear them. And at the end you will receive Jesus' secret practice, the one after which fear disappears forever. Many people make it to the end and write, "This changed everything. Stay," because the ending will overturn your entire understanding of life and death. Imagine yourself for a minute in complete darkness in your room. The light is off, only your breathing, only your heartbeat. And suddenly warmth appears in your chest. It spreads through your whole body like a soft glow. Behind your closed eyes, flashes begin to appear. Places you have already been, faces you already knew, moments of birth and death you have already passed through. You realize this is not a dream, not imagination. This is a memory of who you were before this body, who you will remain after, and that death simply does not exist. It is an illusion you can take off like an old garment. This is awakening. This is what Jesus taught his closest disciples in secret from everyone, at night when no one could see. When the crowds left and only those remained who were ready to receive. A practice that gives the soul immortality while still alive. The practice of gnosis, direct knowledge of God within yourself. The practice for which the Church declared the greatest heresy and burned people at the stake for centuries. The practice that was hidden in the desert for 2,000 years in clay jars, sealed with resin. Today this practice stands before you completely, step by step, exactly as it is written in the Gospel of Thomas, the Apocryphon of John, the Gospel of Philip, and other texts of the Nag Hammadi library. Texts discovered in December of 1945 by an ordinary Egyptian farmer, Muhammad Ali al-Samman, when his shovel struck a sealed jar almost 1 meter tall. When the scholars from the Cairo Museum opened these leather-bound books, one of them fainted right in the laboratory. Because inside were the words of Jesus that destroyed the entire system of control, the entire power over souls. Words about immortality, about awakening, about the fact that every person is already immortal. Ready? Because after this practice, the fear of death will begin to fade, slowly at first, then completely. You will begin to remember who you were before this body, and who you will remain after. You will feel immortality right now, in this room, in this very moment. First, let us return to the 1st century of our era. The Judean hills under a starry sky. Night, the full moon lights the faces of the disciples, Jesus with the 12 apostles, and Mary Magdalene on the mountain. A silence so deep, you can hear the wind breathing and the grass rustling. He looks at them with a gentle smile, the same one that frightened the Pharisees, and speaks words that later made the bishops of the 4th century feel their hair stand on end. The kingdom of my Father will not come by observation. They will not say, here it is or there it is. For the Father's kingdom is within you and outside you. When you know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will understand that you are the children of the living Father. If you know yourselves, you will become rich, and you will never taste death. Not after death, not if you obey, right now. Know yourself, and death disappears forever. In the Gospel of Philip, it is even harsher and clearer. Those who say that the Lord first died and then was resurrected are mistaken, for he first was resurrected and then died. If a person does not receive resurrection while still alive, then when he dies, he will receive nothing. Resurrection is not an event in a distant future after the sounding of the trumpet. It is a state of consciousness, a state that can be activated right now, in this life, in this body. And Jesus gave a precise method, a method that was passed through a kiss, a symbol of direct transmission of spirit from teacher to student, from heart to heart. A method the Gnostics called gnosis, direct knowledge of God within yourself, knowledge that cannot be read in a book, it can only be experienced. In the Apocryphon of John, Jesus appears after the crucifixion, not wounded, not suffering, but radiant, laughing, and explains to the terrified disciples, "Do not think that I am the one who was crucified. That was only the vessel they were able to capture. I am the living one inside. I never died. The true crucifixion is living in this world, believing you are only a body, believing death is real, believing you are separated from the Father. Free yourselves from this illusion, and you are immortal. Death is an illusion. The body is temporary clothing. The soul is eternal and was never born. And the method of awakening exists, a method that removes the veil of forgetting. Now this practice is before you completely, without omissions, without church interpretations, directly from the original texts. This is not just meditation. This is recognizing your true self, the one who existed before the beginning of time and will exist after the end of all time. Sit comfortably. Turn off the light. Yes, right now. Do not postpone it. Do it together with the voice. Step 1. Preparing the body and mind. Sit straight, but relaxed. Feet on the floor, hands on your knees, palms upward. Close your eyes. Take 10 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Repeat 10 times. With each exhale, release tension from your shoulders, neck, face, arms, legs, back. Feel your body grow heavier. Feel your thoughts slow down. Feel the world around you fade, until only you and silence remain. Step 2. Contact with the spark. Place your right hand on the center of your chest, where your heart beats. Place your left hand on top of your right. Feel the warmth beneath your palms. This is not just blood. This is the spark, the Father's spark, the light Jesus called the kingdom within you. Stay in this feeling for 2 minutes. Simply observe the warmth. If thoughts come, do not fight them. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. Return to the warmth in your chest. Let it grow. Let it fill your whole body. Step 3. The main question. Quietly, almost in a whisper, inside yourself, ask, "Show me who I was before the birth of this body." Do not expect an answer in words. Expect a sensation. The warmth may intensify. You may feel expansion in your chest, flashes of light behind closed eyes, images, feelings, knowledge that comes by itself. A memory may appear of another life, of another body, of the moment of birth, of the light you came from, or simply deep peace and certainty. Stay with this question for 5 minutes, or longer. When you feel ready, ask the second question, "Show me who I will remain after the death of this body," and listen again. Silence will answer. There may come a sense of infinity, of flight, of unity with all existence, a love that has no end. Step 4. Completion. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Do not stand up immediately. Sit for a minute. Feel how your body has changed, how your perception of the world has shifted, how fear has lessened, how life has become lighter. This is the entire practice, 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes before sleep. Do it every day, without skipping. In the first days, only warmth in the chest and silence, nothing special. On the 7th day, a sudden flash of light and a feeling of flight. On the 14th, a memory, images of another life, another body, another era. On the 30th day, the fear of death disappears completely. Only the knowledge remains. Eternity is already here. On the 90th day, full awakening, the understanding. Immortality is not a reward. It is a natural state. Why does this work? Because you are not creating immortality. You are remembering it. You are removing the layers of forgetting placed by this world. Layers of fear, layers of guilt, layers of the illusion that I am only a body. Jesus said, "Whoever drinks from my mouth will become as I am, I will become him." and the hidden will be revealed to him. These words are being drunk right now. Through this practice, through the silence. The Vatican knew about this practice. That is why in the year 325 at the Council of Nicaea, it was the first to be removed from the teachings. They left only fear, fear of hell, fear of judgment, fear of death, so that people would remain obedient, pay tithes, kneel, wait for paradise afterward. But the truth survived. In the desert, in clay jars, in copies rewritten by secret Gnostic orders for centuries, and now, in you. Do the practice every day. Keep a journal of sensations. After a week, you will notice you have become calmer. After a month, the fear of death will become a distant memory. After 3 months, you will remember. This is not belief. This is knowing. Gnosis. Jesus said, "Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you." The door is open. Now do the practice again. Right here. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Ask, and listen. Did you feel warmth, expansion, light, a memory? This is the beginning of immortality. This is your true self. Write in the comments what came to you today. We awaken together. We remember together. This is not the end. This is the beginning of eternal life. Light be with you. Ready to go deeper. Do the practice. Remember, live forever.